the group is committed to its attack. No evasive action may be taken until the bombs are away. And at this time, the formation is most vulnerable to attack, both from flak and enemy fighters.
Here we have the Flak Tower 1 Berliner Zoo G Tower by Takom. First, a quick note on flak towers. When the Allies started bombing raids on Germany, the Germans were obviously very keen on preventing these and mitigating their damages. The toll on civilians was of particular concern, as homes were destroyed in the raids as well as military targets. So the Germans built flak towers, big fortifications right in the middle of important targets. Building here was ideal, as the bombers were most vulnerable to flak during their bombing run, as they would need to line up and fly straight before releasing their payload. The tower was an elevated platform for AAA, so that the city skyline wouldn't be in the way. Most importantly, the flak tower provided shelter to civilians during bombing raids, and often housed hospitals. Hermann Göring had promised the German people in 1939, "If an enemy bomber reaches the Ruhr, my name is not Göring, you can call me Meyer." After the RAF passed the Ruhr and bombed Berlin in 1940, Hitler and, Meyer, ordered the construction of flak towers, with the Berliner Zoo being the first. It was named the Berliner Zoo Tower due to it being built next to, the Berliner Zoo. Unfortunately, this put the Berlin Zoo in danger, because in 1943, as an Allied bombing raid targeted the district of the Flak Tower, the Berlin Zoo was nearly completely destroyed, suffering a fire and losing nearly a third of the zoo's animals. The next night, the zoo was struck again, and nearly the entire zoo was lost, along with the aquarium after suffering a direct hit. Of the zoo's 8 elephants, only 1 survived. It's also noted that even before the near destruction of the Berlin Zoo in 1943, the constant concussive repetitiveness of the flak guns from the nearby zoo tower would terrify the animals locked in their cages, with some even passing away from sheer fright. Another interesting role the flak tower played was the housing of irreplaceable art. Most of it was art from the Berlin museums, but it's also rumored that the zoo tower helped to safeguard some of the art that the Reich had stolen. After the war, 3 attempts were made to demolish the G Tower. On September 4th, 1947, journalists were called to witness the destruction of the zoo tower. After the dust settled, revealing that the G Tower remained, an American journalist commented, "Made in Germany." After the successful demolition in 1948, the area was taken by the Berlin Zoo and is now the home to a family of hippos. The Heiligengeistfeld G Tower was a first-generation tower, built in 1942. This tower was built in Hamburg, on the Heiligengeistfeld Hospital Green. The Heiligengeistfeld Hospital was a medieval hospital, and in 1497 a green pasture was granted to the hospital as part of its grounds. The Heiligengeistfeld Hospital was long gone by 1942, but it's rather appropriate that the flak tower built on this spot included a hospital inside. Each flak tower had a G tower and an L tower. The G tower, the building included in the kits, was the main fortress where the shooting, the sheltering, and the hospitaling took place. The L tower was the lead tower, operating as a fire control center for the flak guns. While Heiligengeistfeld's L Tower was demolished after the war, the G Tower remained and stands to this day. Today it operates as a nightclub and houses a music school. A hotel group has announced plans of turning the top into a multi-level garden and using the structure as a luxury hotel. These kits are available at kitlinks.com or MRS Hobby Shop in Salt Lake City or Sandy, Utah.